in India are there are markets. Our corporate laws have developed and we have grown. The economy has grown, corporate laws are coming up, we have seen the flaws, our laws go abroad, do commercial obligations, do rules other intellectual property rights matters, do WTO matters, gas matters, and we would rather welcome them to come at equal level on a reciprocal basis. I would agree with Mr. Adish that we have no reservations. I also agree with Justice who said that all this must be kept in mind and we will welcome them. As our society is now corporatized, they will raise greater opportunities for partnership in legal services between law firms and between individuals, between judiciary and between associations, and between institutions and between regulators. This should be welcomed. We need to build capacity and skill such to meet and equal in areas where other fields superior. Partnership is about bridging divides. I should not be for time. I would welcome such seminars so that now we open up and we open up all over the globe. And with Britain we have special ties, as I said in the beginning, historical, cultural, and legal, and it's automatically growing. When I joined the war, there were barristers judges, we were citing all Indian law reports, we were citing proposed and arbitrary revision cases, and by, the system has become rooted into our legal system. Therefore, we would say they should come on an equal basis with reciprocity, and we welcome them all. Thank you. I shall not take more of your time.
Thank you, Mr. Datta. Now may I request Mr. P.S. Parekh, the President of Supreme Court Bar Association, to please come and say a few words. Mr.
Mr. B.A. Khan, Mr. Nigecha, Mr. Adish Aggarwala, Mr. B. Datta, Mr. Jatan Singh, Mr. Gautam Menon, dignitaries on the dais, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sorry I came late, but I was busy in the previous engagement of Honorable David Lamy, where he spoke on the constitutional reforms. Mr. B.A. Khan was there, Mr. Chindu was there. I think Adish Aggarwala and Jatan Singh are very innovative. They have told Ashoka Hotel to start heating the food. The first principle of public speaking provides that when the dinner is hot, the public speaker should speak for 1 minute. The friendship between India and UK is very natural. We have inherited the legal system, parliamentary democracy, English language. In fact, our appeals used to go to Privy Council, and we'll be surprised that in New Zealand, even after independence, the appeals even today go to Privy Council from their highest court. Both the countries have independent judiciary, a very, very powerful and competent bar, rule of law, and last but not the least, the love for cricket. London is mini India. You have people from south, north, east and west in London. There is Amritsar in London, there is Ahmedabad in London, there is Chennai in London. You get better bhel puri and pan in London than in India. Honorable David Lamy, on behalf of the Supreme Court Bar Association and on my own behalf, I assure you all the help for strengthening the greater ties between the Indo-British legal. Thank you.
It's a great recipe given by Ms. Parekh for the dinner. May I take pride of welcoming one of the most senior judges in Delhi High Court, Justice B.A. Khan. He is here amongst us. Kindly give him big applause. May I now request Mr. John Fernandez, who had been twice the Member of Parliament from Upper House Rajya Sabha. He is President State Bar Association Goa. He had been the one person in the absence of the chairman. He has organized and conducted the House many a times. Mr. Fernandez, please. Chitapati, Minister of State for Law and Justice, Government of India, Mr. Adish Aggarwala, Chairman of the Bar Association of India, Justice Diveja, Mr. Rika, Dr. Malik, Mr. Parikh, Mr. Jatan Singh, officials from the British High Commission, Government of Great Britain, distinguished honorable judges, members of the Bar Council, ladies and gentlemen. When we speak on Indo-British legal ties, as already mentioned by the honorable speakers before me, we are speaking of our legal system, which has been inherited to us from the British system. Because prior to 1947, all the laws and the statutes of this country were passed when Britain was ruling this country. So I don't think there is any difference in the legal system and jurisprudence of Great Britain anywhere. I would like to do one service here, which I think Mr. Aggarwala has forgotten. Honorable Mr. Lamy is here among us as a distinguished guest. But when we visited London, he did mention that his roots lies in India, because his ancestors, his forefathers, had settled in Ghana from India, and I feel it must be a homecoming for Mr. Lamy. When we talk of the legal system, now we have to learn from each other. We have to learn from the British system what is good Indian system and the drawback in our legal system. Because the only problem we are facing now at the moment is that the pendency of cases in our courts. And when we visited the law firms, the Bar Council of England and Wales, the Law Society, the Supreme Court, which they call the High Court, we interacted with the Honorable Minister also, then we have found that there are no pendency of cases. Whereas in our country, we know that we have almost 2.5 million cases. So I think we also have adopted the super fast disposal of two cases system. The Honourable Minister, Mr. Arun Jaitley, did mention about it in the Parliament. So I think these are the areas where we can cooperate and coordinate. I did not speak much about the legal system because we have our own constitution which we have adopted even from the American Constitution of the Great Britain. And there are many good things which we have adopted and absorbed. So we have copied our constitution from the 7 best constitutions in the world, but we have taken the best things. For example, if you recall, we copied the many articles and clauses from the Swiss constitution. But the Swiss government has allowed adult suffrage only in 1970 for women. So what I'm trying to say is that though we have the best legal statute and legal system in this country, there are drawbacks. And I think we have to learn from our friends from Great Britain. When we were interacting with the Bar Council of England and Wales, we came across and we were told that a judge in England can be a layman, he may not be an advocate or he may not be a judge who has a formal law degree. So I think that these are the positive things which we can absorb from them and learn and accept.
हमारे कानून मंत्री वेंकटपति जी, पारिक साहब, दिविजय साहब, आदिश भाई, मलिक साहब, जतन सिंह जी, राजेलाल गुप्ता जी और हमारे सामने बैठे हुए हमारे मध्य प्रदेश में मेरे बात कर रहे हैं कोर्ट जज परम सम्मानीय डी खान साहब, सभी साथियों, हम सब लोग जानते हैं कि पिछले दिनों ऑल इंडिया बार काउंसिल के जो वाइस चेयरमैन थे आदिश अग्रवाल साहब, उन्होंने टीवी पर आकर के आह्वान किया था कि फॉरेन की लॉ फर्म्स का ग्लोबलाइजेशन का लीगल फील्ड में जो हो रहा है उसको हिंदुस्तान में हम नहीं आने देंगे और ऑल इंडिया बार काउंसिल के अभियान
आह्वान कर हम लोग सड़कों पर उतरे थे। अभी कुछ दिन पहले की ही बात है ये, मैं मध्य प्रदेश बार काउंसिल का चेयरमैन हूँ, हमने भी बड़ा स्ट्रांग व्यू लिया था। पूरे मध्य प्रदेश के बाद के अंदर हम लोगों ने हड़ताल की थी और इस बात का विरोध किया था। अब वही आदिश अग्रवाल साहब लंदन घूम करके आए हैं तो हमसे कह रहे हैं फिर से इंडो ब्रिटेन लीगल टाइप के मामले में विचार करना चाहिए। बहरहाल मैं अमरजीत सिंह चंडोल की बात से, कर्नाटक साहब की बात से सहमत हूं कि जो समदर्शी सिद्धांत होता है, इसमें समानता की बात होती है, जिसमें जिन शर्तों पर आप हमको प्रवेश दे रहे हैं उन शर्तों पर हम आपको प्रवेश दें। जो हमारे साथ आप ट्रीटमेंट कर रहे हैं वह ट्रीटमेंट हम आपके साथ में करें और एक दूसरे की समस्याओं को समझें, उसके बाद ही इस पर विचार किया जा सकता है, ऐसा मेरा मानना है। भाई जतन सिंह जी ने विनोद की बात पहले कर दी है, बाद में मुझे बुलाया है तो मैं उसके और आपके बीच में नहीं ज्यादा रहना चाहता हूं। इन शब्दों के साथ में आप सबको धन्यवाद। जय हिंद, जय भारत।
Thank you, Mr. Nikra. Friends, let us be very clear that we are not here to promote what Mr. Nikra is saying. He is very right. Our discussion topic is very clear, and you cannot stop anyone to speak when he is on the dais. What he is speaking, it is his wish. So we lawyers in India is very clear. We have gone to a very big agitation and we still maintain the same. Our views have not changed for that particular purpose until and unless the two governments do something for removal of these apprehensions from both the sides. So we are here for Indo-British legal ties. How two country lawyers can interact with each other and can do something good for the welfare of these two communities in two countries. I think that should be the tone of this seminar. So now I request the Honorable Minister, Mr. David Lamy, the Honorable Minister for Constitutional Affairs, United Kingdom, to please come and say a few words. And kindly welcome him.
Honourable Minister, Justices, Judges, colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, it's really a tremendous pleasure for me to be here this evening. Around about 120 years ago, my great-grandmother left Calcutta and she arrived in Guyana in the West Indies. And she made a life for herself. So it is with a really warm heart that 120 years later, I come here proud of that Indian heritage, proud of an African heritage, and tremendously proud to be representing the British government here in India, talking about strengthening our legal ties here at the seminar. Really very, very wonderful. So I thank you very much for your welcome, and you'll forgive me if I attempt a little bit of Hindi.